but our drive has always been from generations on what we can do to help the church, whether it's cutting costs, every day. And I saw my father do it. I saw my grandfather do it. Wasn't around when my great-grandfather was here. But that has always been the drive, the connection, the what can we do to help the church? So that's, like we have the prayer on Monday morning. We're more than just a company, We're faith-based and proud of it. So with that kind of mentality or that kind of drive behind me, it opened my eyes to what does the church need? How can we bring people closer to the love and grace of Jesus Christ? What can we do to, help facilitate that? Because we're very acute to the movements in the Catholic and the Protestant churches, how they operate, what their connection is with the parishioners and members. So that kind of drove us to, I'm Catholic by nature. I'd take my children to Mass with me, and they're over there flipping through their phone, or they're just staring at the ceiling, or they're just not getting anything out of it. And I thought, what in the world's going to happen here? Obviously youth, and they become younger and younger and younger, that are just connected to their phone.
Right.
And just talking to one of the employees here this morning, it was, when was the last time you ever saw your child turn the phone over with a smile? As opposed to what they're looking at and what they're seeing, where they're getting their information. I knew in 20, 30, 40, 50 years, is the brick and mortar church even going to be around? Is that going to be something that people walk into? What's the future look like? What beholds there? And I thought, okay, well, we might as well get to where they're at. And that was kind of the foundation of SOTE.Life. And that was kind of the driving force. So I went with my connections in the industry, priests and pastors that are just dynamic. They're engaging, they're dynamic, they are some of the most driven people that I know. I went to got their opinion on things. One of them even kind of took the app away from me at the beginning and just started pulling people in left and right. And it was like God was taking over this, taking over the app. And I've kind of stepped back really on the day-to-day functionality and the overall vision and dream and goal of what I thought might work has changed. Originally, and I don't know how in-depth you want me to get here with this. But
we dig.
Do you want to dig? Okay.
Yeah, we're here, so go for it.
Yeah.
The initial thought of SOTE and the initial dream was I wanted the app to be Sunday every day. I don't want you to have to just go to church and receive the message.
Yeah.
I want your pastor to be able to communicate with you personally on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday basis. Every day of the week, have them personally post a message, inspirational message. Being able to communicate using social media, where most people are at, have them be able to communicate back on a personal basis, because that's kind of your theological or your
kind of like your duty.
Yeah, correct. And
To engage.
To engage, correct. Not just on Sundays. So that was kind of the platform at the beginning.
Yeah. How hard was it to get pastors and people of the Christian belief on board with this? Because I know a lot of times we kind of flow with what's popular. Sure. And so like if it's like Instagram, TikTok, whatever, I don't know if I can say that.
Right.
Other platforms.
Either get people going with that. How hard was it to get people on a new platform that was just coming from the ground, building from the ground up?
Extraordinarily difficult to this day.
Yeah.
You need influencers to have active followers.
Right.
You need active followers to have influencers. So, it's difficult to go after both at the same time, being able to kind of move their message from some of the most popular platforms over to SOTE. That's kind of been easier. We're still working with building out SOTE on the Android side, so we're in the Google Play space right now, in the Apple space. So there's been some challenges along the way. There's no question about it.
Let me ask this: with being a Christian-based platform, have you run any opposition of non-Christians being against it because this is a Christian platform?
Sure.
Because anytime somebody is building something for God, you're going to get opposition.
Sure.
Have you faced any of that yet?
No.
No. Well, that's a blessing.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
But it may come. And the second question is, do you filter? How do you determine what goes up on the platform? Because we have to be careful that misinformation is not being coming across your platform.
Yeah.
Whether it's non-biblical stuff. How do you filter that?
Yeah, the videos and the posts are examined by our team before they're put on.
I did notice that because we actually use the platform, and I mainly scroll through like the feed, but we had uploaded a video on there. This is when I first downloaded the app. I was like, let me see how this works. It's actually the one we did with Tamiko, and so put it on there, and then it was like, oh, your post is in review, and I was like, oh shoot, that's different. And so we actually talked about your platform on the podcast on one episode, and I was like, this is different because when you upload something onto the on podcast up on the app, that's going to get reviewed and it's going to be a positive thing that comes out. So like anyone can't just come on and just post something, because like I've been on a social media platform, and on the live stream there was a guy, I don't know if he was basically calling himself like God, but everybody that came into the live, he was like, if you accept me, I'll write your name in my book. And he was right, and it was like selling the souls type stuff. And I was like, yeah, I gotta get off this app. And so I think it's almost certain that won't happen on this platform.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, because I was on it, but I still haven't figured out how do I make a post on it. But that's on all platforms.